I'm super excited. VI Pulse is bringing it right here to you, keeping the pulse of what's going on in the Virgin Islands. With me right now is our Honorable Governor, Albert BRYAN Jr., who has been instrumental as it relates to this Workforce Summit 2022. Governor, welcome.
Thank you. It's so great to be here. You know, I was kind of blown away when I entered the room about the amount of people that have actually shown up to hear about the opportunities that we have here in the Virgin Islands, not only on the workforce side in terms of getting employment, but on the business side in terms of growing your business.
I love that, Governor. And you've been instrumental in terms of being a governor that has transformed the way that we conduct business here in the Virgin Islands, pushing us more to an automated system. What benefits have you been able to accomplish with that?
I think from time I was a labor commissioner, I saw the potential in digitizing. Right now we have a workforce portal that's open 24/7. It's all self-service. You can access training, you can access employers, you can put up your resume, you can get help on tips on how to improve how you approach the workforce. And employers have a constant pool of people that they can look through and see where are the skills are that they need in order to grow their business. So I really like digital stuff. I'm a kid that grew up with an encyclopedia. You know, you always have to look up everything, and now you have all the information at your tips. We're trying to do that for the entire government so that no matter what time of night, day, or even on a weekend it is, you can get government services. And one of those important services is putting people at work.
I love that. Now, you are a visionary governor as well. And with that being said, you turned around and you realized that there was a need for this summit at this particular time. Shed a little bit about that.
The one thing that we've lost by working from home and all the remote work is the synergies that we create when we have discussions. The momentum that's created when people of like minds start discussing ideas. So even if you never even really create a plan to enact anything, it's in your head. And by just being in your head, you start to walk the walk and talk the talk, which creates others, that kind of union that makes things happen. We need to have summits. We're going to have summits on healthcare, on the economy, but this on workforce right now is just the beginning of us coming together after post-COVID era and trying to really have those discussions that are going to move the Virgin Islands forward. And most importantly, make people feel like they're included in creation of this vision for the Virgin Islands.
And that is the theme, creativity as well as innovation.
That's
so,
right.
of course, in creativity, we have a bunch of students that decided to join us today. You have been instrumental, as this is my last question because I know time is of the essence. You've been instrumental in terms of developing a workforce and working along with our youths. Let's talk a little bit about that.
So we did a RAND report. RAND did a report on the Virgin Islands and the workforce. It said we need 5,000 extra workers for the recovery. And that was before that we learned that we had a 20% reduction in our population. So everything we can do now to make sure that education is accessible and free to everyone. We need every single one of these students to be a productive part of this workforce, and making sure that college tuition is readily available and free, making sure that technical training is readily available and free, and making sure that apprenticeships are paid so you can pay, work, learn, and still be able to do all the things you need to do in your life. So that's really near and dear to my heart. It's way cheaper to train them than to incarcerate them.
There you go. And I thank you so much, Governor, for taking the time out of your busy schedule and joining us here at VI Pulse, where we're keeping the pulse in the Virgin Islands of what's going on. The Workforce Summit, the Governor's Workforce Summit 2022 is definitely the place where you need to be. So get online, go on ahead, click, and just make it happen. Right here, Cira Burke, your host.